The stream. I'm hoping everything's working right. Including the fact that I'm supposed to have a friend. Well, he's not really going to be in, the game. But, well, we were supposed to be doing some Elden Ring. We were supposed to. But but Seamless Co-op updated to 1.8.5, so we had to update Elden Ring, and apparently something doesn't like that. So we're not able to do Elden Ring today. But Souls is still gonna be in the chat, I think. I don't know yet. I'll figure that out later. Depends on Depends on him. He makes the decision on that one, not me. Got to go through shameless advertising to all my friends and all the other servers because I can. Okay, what the fuck, cat? Stop that. You get away from the garbage can. What are you going after? I don't want to know. Okay, got this here. Oh, cool. Well, welcome, Curb. Yeah, no, Souls and I have been, like, arguing with Elden Ring for, like, the last 20 minutes trying to get that to work. Because we were gonna do more Elden Ring. But guess what's fucking broken? All I can hope is that someone figures it out and fixes it. So instead, Souls is gonna sit and chat, maybe, possibly, I don't know yet. I don't know if he's gonna be hanging out in VC with me or not. He had to get up and walk away for a little bit. But of course, that's not gonna stop me from sitting and hanging out with everyone and playing some Visions. Last time on Visions, yeah, we found out that Niccolo, who is Mr. Catboy's adoptive father, was framed for fucking something. We got a new character who's supposed to be a specialized mage, which I don't have in a mage setup, and I found out through goddamn problems and issues and misery that the seals are worth it because they give you amazing equipment at the very least.
Continue on to the Luca ruins.
But I'm not wanting to sit here for 4 hours kiting around this asshole in hopes I never get touched right now. So we'll come back and deal with that when we're like level 25-ish and can actually take a couple more hits. And maybe even have a proper tank. Which, if I find more level 50 areas that I can deal with,
the Luca ruins were a place of worship.
That should be fairly easy.
I mentioned before how some refer to the place as the water ruins, did I not? Our ancestors built it for those who wish to pay homage to the spirits.
Secret of Mana.
Now,
Luca,
however, there are hardly any who venture out in this vicinity.
You'd think that lots of people would want to come see such a beautiful place.
In Secret of Mana.
Do you like historical sites and ruins, Karina? I have studied the topic extensively myself.
I'm not so much interested in ruins as I am in seeing everything I can. If I'm on the alms pilgrimage, might as well make the most of it. Still, it is
If I start
pretty.
just rambling on and people want me to shut up, just tell me. Because I'm trying to just get into the idea of just rambling on about something. About anything, honestly. Just in the hopes that, it gets me more comfortable with the idea of
the
just...
The plants look so different.
I can see why people thought...
Yeah, just in the idea of trying to get used to, okay, enter a bubble. We did that. I already know how to do that stuff. Why are you trying to tell me how to do that now when I already... Whatever, get.
Accept defeat.
just trying to get more used to talking more at this point because that's one of the big issues I have is just getting to talking.
Our brawl bore fruit. My thanks.
Woo. Okay, I need to to check this text message I just got because it is from a certain person. Oh, my game is being a little bit loud. Okay, I'll adjust the sound here in a second. Okay. Let's go ahead and reduce the game by 10% more. That should help out with that. Okay, so what I was saying, yeah, I'm hoping 10% is enough, but I'll also double check here and reduce the sound a little bit in here. SFX down by 1 point each. I'm hoping that'll be good. If it's too low, let me know and I can fix it again. One of the things I'm wanting, as I was saying earlier though, one thing I want to do is I want to try and just start letting myself ramble in the hopes that I can get more used to talking, because that's one of my weak points when it comes to streaming, is the talking aspect.
I will take this.
I know that for a fact that that's one of the my weak points.
Nana! No way! Inside a bubble?
I do not believe you can be in the bubble indefinitely. Be careful. Might we exchange these elsewhere?
I know that's my my weakest point.
May
Is
I inquire
just
as to the name
talking,
of your
just getting
curious
to that point where I'm
She's
just
called Ramco, and she's
able
my best
to
friend.
commentate.
She even wanted to come with me on the pilgrimage after I was named the
in a way
Elder
that
Queen.
makes sense.
How honorable.
Ooh,
It
neat.
is lovely to make
I
your
have a
acquaintance,
new whip.
Ramco.
The queen has a new flail.
Secure.
It's straight up called a flog. That is glorious. I think. Yeah, it's only her monarch form that has the flail. Or the crystal chain. The reason I have him in the duelist mode is because that sheer attack damage is worth having him in there. Yeah, well, everyone else, well, other than them, with their spear and Dragon Master. You have to look now, but I'm going to put an OBS streaming tip in the cafe's collab talk channel. There is no better place. That works. I mean, collab stuff, well, I might make another place later for everyone. Let's see. What is this? Yeah, like, I've started even when I'm off doing my own thing by myself, you know, not actually streaming, just playing a game for me, I've started trying to push myself just to start talking and rambling, even when I'm doing stuff like that, solo, in the hopes that it becomes second nature and makes this easier, not just for me, but for everyone else to enjoy. Because that's why I do this. I want people to actually enjoy what I'm doing.
Oh, great. A dead end.
There's something weird about this water bubble. Weirder than the obvious, I mean.
Perhaps the problems with the water supply pertain to this puzzle.
What now?
The device could yet be a deceptive decoy.
You're not wrong. Let's keep an eye out on the way. Stay sharp.
That's quite a lot of monsters. Heads up!
Man. Well, let's get this done.
Sound effect. Fire! No.
Use of the water's power.
How are we on fire when we're in water? Elevator gauntlet. This elevator will not stop until you defeat every wave of incoming enemies. You must have every last ounce of strength to overcome this challenge and proceed to your destination. If you spray water, you sphere in the bubble. Okay, but we don't care. We don't need to care about that. We should be more than strong enough. We're 3 levels ahead because I decided to be stupid. Or not so stupid, but fucking crazy enough. To,
I got this.
Can we, like, not be stunned for 5 seconds, please? What the fuck is this bullshit game?
Mighty elements, emerge! I'm feeling
Arena taking over. Go, go, go! Roger that. Stay sharp. Thunderbolt. Gladly. Silphy.
What's that thing?
Watch out.
Why are there so many? Bullshit. Fuck you. You little... You wanna play this game, asshole?
We ask for your assistance. My thanks. Thunderbolt.
I want none of their fucking bullshit.
Probably guess we're streaming at the moment.
Yep. But I did state that if you wanted to be, you could just fucking hang out. If you don't want to, then no need to worry.
Remind me to take the stairs next time.
Strange that
Mostly because we were gonna do some Elden Ring, but then that got fucking buggered
That's one
because
way to keep a
updates,
secret.
wonderful, wonderful
Make
updates.
sure no one can reach her lair.
Hopefully,
without
we'll get an
feeding
update from the
Morley's
devs
right.
for
There's
the
something
seamless
up ahead
co-op
that no
about
one
what's
wants
going
us to
on.
find. Let's go.
Just your hope.
That's the hope, yeah.
More
I'm actually
monsters
just
may
gonna
have
head
been
out.
alerted to our maneuvers
Okay.
after that
I haven't
melee.
eaten. I haven't
We're
eaten all
quiet
day.
enough to go
I
unnoticed.
Oh,
don't
then
have
yeah.
any caffeine.
Yeah, go eat.
You don't have any
the clear,
caffeine.
it seems.
So.
For now.
Well, go make yourself some
Later.
tea, go get some caffeine. I'll talk to you later, man. Maybe after the stream.
Alright. Maybe, yeah.
Bye.
Alright. Bye.
Okay. Well, since they're gonna wander off, I don't need to worry about being in a chat, so I'm gonna go DC from that chat for now. And get back to what I was doing here. Part of me was tempted to just start wandering around from region to region until,
Maybe
you know,
items in could this be?
until I got, you know, about 100 of the nickel coins, because I have no idea how many I'm
Let
going
us
to
ponder
actually
our
want.
next plan.
But just the thought of doing that would have been forever. Because I'm only at 24, and I'm 8 hours in the game, and I've walked every square inch.
Master, Her Majesty Queen Palomina is here, with the alms. What? How? Why?
This location turned out to be the source of the water's stagnation. Was this dastardly deed your doing?
Huh. You should be on your way to the mana tree and out of my fur by now.
You put the citizens of Illistana in danger in order to frame Niccolo. Why?
Simple. He stood in the way of my ambitions.
I'm going to
I
punt
would
your
make a
head
much better king
straight
than
into the
that
fucking wall.
sniveling brat.
This small bit of suffering on the part of the people is necessary to achieve my ultimate goal.
You would sacrifice the well-being of the many for the benefit of the few. Gone are the days when Illistana's wealthy could impose their will over the common good.
Those with the means should have the right to lay down the law to those who lack it. That system propelled the capital into the prosperity it sees to this day. Perhaps your appointment as Alm is the goddess, making her will known. After all, you must give up your position and leave the capital. She is telling you that you, Queen Palamina, are no longer needed in Illistana.
There is no higher honor than being chosen as an Alm. You're just trying to make excuses for your underhanded plot.
An honor? Ah, an honor to throw your life away for a rotten world of filth? You may keep that honor, sir. No matter. Now that you have discovered my plan, you must be disposed of. Just think, a world that has lost all of its alms. What an interesting place that would be.
I recognize this thing from Trials.
To think that Passar would unleash such an uncontrollable opponent.
Now's the time to act, not think, Palamina.
As the official Soul Guard, I'll protect you all. I don't think you can see anymore.
Thunderbolt! It is faltering from that fatal blow. At once. Here! Thunderbolt! The moon will mete out your punishment. My gratitude. Give up! Ask for it. Thunderbolt! We cannot waste any more words on this monster. It must reach the aim your assault at the eyes.
I am.
Thunderbolt! Thunderbolt! Giving power! Cease now!
This is the final stretch!
Luna Glow!
I got this. Thunder Saber! The vessel's filled with mana. It's immobilized! Nicely done!
That was easy. I guess being 3 levels ahead is a big difference in this game. Oh, 4 levels. I was 4 levels ahead. I was almost...
Blasted curse it all! How could the mighty Full Metal Hugger have fallen?
Your schemes end now, Passar. This is the end of your bid for the throne.
So you don't have to worry about your trip to the Mana Tree.
Fools! You yearn for your own destruction at the hands of the Mana Goddess! It beggars belief!
Who's really the fool here? Sounds like the whining of a loser who wishes he were worthy enough to be an Alm.
The alms' pilgrimage is a revered tradition throughout the world. We have been chosen to preserve the future by the fairy and the elemental spirits.
Your life is your own to live, not to sacrifice for the sake of others.
None of us want to live at the expense of our loved ones. We are their hope for the future.
So you're saying that the alms are not tethered to this world with petty desires like life and freedom, but an empty existence. Go! Waste the rest of your short lives traveling to the Mana Tree for all I care.
No! He got away.
Leave him. I will dispatch the royal guards to deal with it.
What a relief! Thank you all.
Oh, hello,
Undine.
Udine.
Oh, what a horrible mess. Full Metal Hugger interfered with the water flow, which in turn drained away my power. Let me tell you, it has not been fun. But I believe I have you to thank for punishing those imbeciles in my stead. Thank you, Alm of Water.
I came to help not as the Alm, but as the Queen of Illistana. I needed to restore water to my people.
I see. Your final act as queen, then. Fairy has told me a lot about you. I can tell by your expression that you've come to your decision, though.
Yes. I am no longer wary of abdicating the throne. With this, Niccolo's good name should have been restored. Shall we return to the capital? I am relieved that Undine has been rescued.
All's well that ends well. We can let you know once we get back.
Are those under key items? Nope. So they go in here. Okay. The thing is, though... Oh, it even gives you a little icon when it's... Okay, perfect. Expand the plot. Thank you. Geyser. It's a trap. Moon Slice. Use a spell. More trap. Okay, so he's gonna be a master of traps, it looks like.
Yes. Let us return to the capital.
Hina, what's wrong? You were spacing out. Were you hurt?
Oh, no, nothing like that. You did your duty and protected me.
All in a day's work. Leave it to me from here on out, Hina.
I'm counting on you, Val.
You're mine!
There.
This power welling within me.
My life is mine to live.
Oh no.
Val, what should I do?
Oh no, she is starting to regret. And this is what's going to
Pardon
lead
me,
us to the
Hina,
next point.
But you seem a bit pale. Perhaps we should pause to rest?
Oh, no, I'm fine, really. Thank you, Tommy. I shouldn't bother the others. Try to keep my words to myself.
Easy.
You're all so powerful.
So, actually, I'm going to go ahead and change these up a little bit. It's what? Which one of these is more of a mage caster in their hands? This one. Okay, Grand Diviner is their mage stance. Which puts me in tank stance for this. And then we technically got two mages. Which is fine. Having two mages is okay. Because that means that we're going to have a lot of DPS from them. Hi, Cat. We're going to have a lot of DPS from the magic side of things.
You've returned!
Father, you're all right.
Once the water in the capital began flowing as usual, they cleared me of all charges. I was told that Passar is on the run, but we can consider this case closed.
Father, I would like to introduce my travel companions.
Cat, you need to not.
It's a pleasure to meet the convoy of alms, and to see Mew again, Morley Alm of the Moon. You look surprised. Don't you know that nothing escapes these ears of mine?
I know he's
For my part, I hope
he's
the
a bunny, I
rest of Mew
believe.
Alms and
And yet
Mew
he uses
Honorable
mule.
Soul Guard will take good
Well, he's-
care of Morley and Palomina.
Your Majesty, I'm so happy to hear that you've announced your appointment as the Alm of Water.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Queen Palomina told me in no uncertain terms to keep her status as the Alm a secret.
Usually the Alm is named with a ceremony by the fountain. It's a big deal. Without the public announcement, everyone assumed that the Alm wasn't chosen yet.
She begged and pleaded with me not to tell anyone. I couldn't tell her no.
I apologize for my unwillingness, Fairy.
Sounds like the Queen's got a stubborn streak.
The waters of Illistana are so refreshing.
It's good to see you again, Undine.
Well, I had to attend my alms ceremony, and I wanted to be sure to thank everyone again for all of their help in the ruins. Now then, Palomina, allow me to explain your appointment as the Alm. You have worked hard to give the people of Illistana a place where all walks of life can come together. You made the capital what it is today. It is the very nature of water to flow. You managed to overcome the stagnated worries in your own heart and move forward. This is no small feat.
Thank you for the
You
follow.
have shown the great city of Illistana the truth behind their water woes. And in doing so, you managed to dispel your fears.
I hope you're enjoying
and
the stream
do your
so far.
duty as queen. Now then, Fairy, if you please.
Of course, Undine. Your Majesty, Undine has judged you worthy. Water-wise Queen Palomina, by the grace of the Goddess of Mana, I name you the Alm of Water.
It would be my privilege. I promise to ensure the continued prosperity of Illistana by fulfilling my duty as the Alm. Now then, my fellow Alms, I believe we have a journey to complete.
The Alms of Light and Darkness should arrive in Illistana shortly. Until then, Mew all have time to enjoy the capital. See the sights, try the local delicacies.
We still get to stay in our rooms at the palace, right?
Woohoo!
Why do I have to go to the inn?
Aw, poor baby.
I'm not a baby. I just wanted to stay together. Oh well, I'll try and be on my best behavior for the Queen.
There is no need to go out of your way. From now on, I am simply Palomina, Alm of Water. Ian, I know that with you on the throne, our kingdom will flourish.
Uh-huh.
I will not let you down.
I know you will not. I am afraid that I must leave Ian's ascension in your paws, Niccolo.
My debt will be repaid with interest, Your Majesty.
I believe our promise is no longer in peril.
I suppose that I might need more instruction on how to govern a kingdom after all.
Looking forward to it, Your Highness.
And so, the Queen was named the Alm. A rare occurrence. But it just goes to show that anyone in the world might be bestowed the honor of joining the pilgrimage, no matter their upbringing. Each Alm is chosen based on their own merits. Will I have the chance to ask Fairy the reason why she chose me?
Chapter 2 complete. Oh, wow.
Wonder who the Alms of Light and
Chapter
Darkness
1
will
took
be.
a while, but Chapter 2 is just bam,
Coming
done.
by boat, so I guess we can leave as soon as they arrive. Better make sure we're prepared, just in case. What's Hina up to at the palace?
Questioning her life
We
decisions.
haven't spent this long apart since we left Tiania. She might be lonely by herself in a strange new place. That settles it. I'll go check on her.
Time to break into the capital. Or in the castle. Because Val's a dumbass.
So Hina and the others are in the palace. The Elms probably...
The one thing I would say that I wish they had done a bit better is this menu here. Is because we, just for him alone, we do have 3 weapon types. And for each of them, I've seen that we have at least 3 weapon types
rooms at the
apiece.
palace for the night. It's late, but maybe I can still try the front entrance? Whatever. I'll figure it out when I get there.
I'm gonna have to check on Nicolo in the morning. Because I want to be able to buy things from him. That's like the important part as far as I'm concerned. Makes me wonder what I'm going to be able to get out of him.
Her room's gotta be around here, right? There's someone there.
What's Val up to, I wonder?
Heya! Hina! It's just me!
Val?
I figured you might be lonely, so I wanted to check and make sure everything's okay.
Oh, you thought I was the lonely one? But you weren't lonely at all, right?
No, of course not. In fact, I was busy making plans for the trip.
Ah, yes. The picture of Soul Guard preparedness.
That's right.
He just broke into the castle by all rights. I know it's like, oh, he's just standing on the
Joking
balcony.
aside, I realized I'm more weak-willed than
He
I
just
thought.
proved that they have a massive security issue.
If I'm being completely honest, I'm scared.
Scared of what?
Completing my duty as the Alm and sacrificing my soul. It's terrifying. When we set out on this journey, I hadn't really thought about the consequences of becoming the Alm. Of what I'd really be giving up. I never questioned my role before. It's ingrained in our traditions, after all. Our purpose in this world has always been to continue our way of life. The Yalms are how we protect the future. But now, after traveling to all these exotic locations and meeting so many different people, both good and bad, I realized...
You're hopelessly naive.
Never mind. I'm probably overthinking it.
Ow!
Oh!
What's up?
Orin!
Sorry for eavesdropping. Can I ask? If you two could be together forever, would you? Continue living your lives as you are now, until you both grow old and gray. If you never want to let each other go, I can make that happen. I can show you a future free of the Alm's sacrifice. If you trust me, come to the pier by the market before sunrise. I'll be waiting.
No more alms. Do you think think a future without sacrifices is possible?
But what'll happen to us and our mission?
I want to hear what Orin has to say.
Hina?
Okay, let's go talk to Orin. Do you remember when we were kids and I got hopelessly lost just outside of the village?
Oh, yeah. Once I noticed you were gone, I ran out to search for you. When I found you, you were crying, which made me cry.
I know you must have been scared, but it meant a lot that you came to look for me anyway.
Of course, Hina. Even when we were little, I didn't want... We left without telling anybody. Do you think we should have included the rest of the group in this? They're alms too.
No.
True, but it's already late. And I know that Karina, for one, was exploring the palace from top to bottom. I bet she's fast asleep by now.
Or still exploring.
Also, I get the feeling that everyone else has already come to terms with their role as alms. But I just can't. I don't want to have to give all of this up. I want to keep living my life. And now that I've realized that, I know that what I really want is to stay here and keep making memories with you, Val. It's silly, but I don't want the others to see how selfish I've become. How unworthy I am to be an alm.
Don't say that! You were personally chosen by an elemental spirit. You'll make a fantastic alma fire.
Thanks, Val. That does actually make me feel better.
You're not the only selfish one. I wish I could keep traveling with you forever. Not to the Mana Tree, just anywhere. And everywhere. But I don't know how much stock we can put in Orin's plan. If there's no other choice, I think it's our duty to see this pilgrimage through.
Agreed. I accepted the title, and I will do what needs to be done. But I'd like to know our options first. You know, you're a pretty good soul guard, Val. I was scared to talk about how I was feeling. I thought maybe the others, or even you, Val, might be disappointed in me.
Hina, nothing you say would ever make me think less of you. And I know the rest of the convoy feels the same. They'd listen to what you have to say.
You're right. I'll talk to everyone when we get back.
But first, we gotta
Yeah,
hear
there's nothing
Orin
you can
out.
say or do that would make me any more disappointed. I'm already completely disappointed in you. You accepted this to begin with the first time. Just because you're having second doubts now doesn't change the fact that you are willing to just sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Okay. Well, taking into consideration, there might be more options.
Good. You're willing to take a chance on me.
We want to hear you out, at least. What is it that you plan to do? How can you make it so that alms aren't needed? Won't the world fall to ruin if the alms don't sacrifice their souls to the Mana Tree and replenish the depleted mana power?
It won't. I'm going to change the unjust laws of fate that rule this world of ours.
Oh,
I can
damn.
fix it all. And the world will be better for it. For people like Hina. And Liza.
Liza? You mean like Liza?
It figures you'd know her. She was a soul guard from Tiania like you. After she completed her mission, we settled down together. She's the love of my life.
Oh, we heard she got married, but didn't know who her partner was.
Is she okay? Where is she?
She's around. Still in Guju, actually. 4 years ago, well, she was named the Alm of Earth.
Liza became an Alm? But didn't disaster befall Guchu?
Just because the village was destroyed doesn't mean everyone was lost. But living on the edge of a knife, waiting for fate to strike you down is no life at all. I need your help to change this world for good.
So, why ask the two of us?
Any Alm would be fine, but I don't know. When I look at you two, I see a lot of me and Liza in you. That's why I need you both to help me. What do you say? Want to change the world?
I want to see the future that Val and I can make together.
Sounds like I'm at your service, Orin.
I knew I could count on the pair of you. Hop aboard and let me show you what I found.
Okay, this is concerning.
Did something happen to Liza and Guchu?
These days, she has a hard time moving. And it seems that she's still considered the Alm of our village, even after all these years. But I just can't let her go to the Mana Tree.
Where are you taking us?
A small island with a place called Rainus Shrine, where we can perform the ritual.
What ritual?
It's a ritual that allows another person to borrow the life energy of an Alm.
That sounds dangerous. Will this ritual hurt Hina in any way?
Everything will work out. Using the power of a person chosen by the elementals, I can make it so the Alms won't have to sacrifice themselves, just like in the past.
Oh, you mentioned something about that on the Prim. Is that why you're traveling the world right now?
Yep, I've been searching everywhere for a way to fix things. I'd be willing to do just about anything as long as it's for Liza. And that's how I happened upon the two of you.
Just about anything? That makes it sound like you're willing to sacrifice someone else's fucking life just to be able to change the destiny of someone else.
What's that?
That is Rainus Shrine. It was built back in the time of Fadiel to honor the elementals and give thanks to the spirits. The elemental spirits are more in tune with things like this altar, so it's a good place to perform this ritual. I'm gonna head straight for the altar and get things set up. The terrain is a bit tricky here, so watch your step.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Careful, Hina. It really is hard to keep your footing here.
Thanks, Val. Such a mysterious place we found ourselves in. Each breath of air feels so crisp and clean. The breeze is nice too. Val, I figured out what I really want. I want to go back to Tiania. With you. I want to hear the rumbles of our volcano as we go about our lives. Smiling, laughing, enjoying each other. Is that selfish of me?
Hina, of course it's not. I want the same thing. That's the whole reason I came here.
Really? You too? Then I'm glad it's not just me.
I don't like this at all. Okay, how do I... Oh, just... I thought you could do it from here. I was helpful. I really don't like this. This is just giving me some bad vibe. Bad juju vibe.
Yes!
Orin. Orin. Oh, there are fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's get started. Go stand in the center of the altar.
Hina, good luck.
Not so fast. You too, Val.
What? Me?
This ritual allows someone to borrow another's life force, remember? Hina needs your support physically to hold her up.
I'd rather you were with me anyway, Val. Please.
I don't
Well,
like this.
okay. Is it weird that standing up here makes me nervous?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not nervous. I'm with you. And we'll be together from here on out.
Lam Ratila Konuila Mila Raila Fonil Zara Seki Shakri Fukri Jadila Rotola Zula Tura Lola Lazul
Hang on.
Shunula Shuzra Tola Rela.
Orin, what are you doing? This feels like...
Book.
You've got it, Val. This ritual is actually used to draw out the abilities of people with particular powers. In other words, you, Val, can reduce living things to their essence, their core stones.
Into what?
When Liza told me about this little boy from her village who could crystallize monsters, I figured she was kidding. It sounded like a silly myth. But once I saw you in action, I realized you might be the answer I've been searching for. All I needed was the ritual in order to use your powers. And now, I'll have the core stone of an alm. With it, I'll be one step closer to accomplishing what I set out to do. Hina! You're coming with me to Elusia Isle.
Orin! This isn't... We didn't want this! You said we could be together! We trusted you!
I had to, Val. But her sacrifice won't be in vain. I promise you.
Val.
Hina! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean to do this. It's all my fault. If I didn't have these stupid powers, you'd be...
I always thought we'd get married and have lots of children. You'd grow into a wise old man, and I'd be by your side through the years. That was the future I wanted for us.
Hina, no!
What does not wait for a lifetime, even if the
So this just went from a journey to deliver these sacrifices, because that's all it was.
My, that is
Chapter 3?
quite the quandary.
Turned into a core stone? I had noticed when monsters transformed into rocks during fights, but I didn't know it was your doing, Val.
You're sitting here feeling sorry for yourself. But Orin isn't the only one to blame for this fiasco.
I know.
You know? Like you know that it's your whole job to prevent things like this from happening, Mr. Soulguard?
Karina, is this really the time?
No. She's right. I have no right to call myself a soul guard.
You won't even stand up for yourself? Pathetic.
How should we proceed?
What do you mean? You all still have a duty to fulfill at the Mana Tree. And Val is still charged with protecting the Alms along the way. That hasn't changed. With the loss of the Alma fire, the village of Tiania is in grave danger. The longer you hesitate, the wider the damage may spread.
But how can I possibly make it to the Mana Tree when I can't even protect a single person?
Where do you think you're going?
Karina, leave him be. I know how you feel, but you're only pouring salt into the wound at this point.
Oh, come on, Morley. Don't tell me you're not mad at Val, too.
Of course I am. But yelling at him now won't help. He should have talked to us before taking Hina on this fool's errand. But what's done is done.
I just don't get it. How could this have happened to Hina?
We received word this morning that Dorfer Volcano is active. The extent of the damage is not yet known. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure, so goes the saying. The village is vulnerable.
What about Val? If he quits, will we have to make the pilgrimage to the Mana Tree on our own?
A complex conundrum to be sure. I do not think it wise to withdraw with Val in this state.
Perhaps I can make Val see reason. All he needs is a nudge in the right direction. Leave this to me. Consider it payment from your assistance with my wrongful imprisonment.
Father knows what he's doing. Let him try.
Yeah, well, maybe you can knock some sense into that thick head of his.
He's suffered enough as it is. I doubt he could handle another blow to his mind or body after what he's been through.
I have a duty to the rest of the Alms. They need protection. They need me. But how can I protect everyone when I'm the reason Hina... And how do I even face them? I wish none of this had ever happened. Once we get back, if we'd never left the pier, everything would be different, Hina.
Why do we have a quest right now?
Hi.
Don't that look, moves are fascinating. No, I'm to explain. My special subject is the civilization of the past. I love seeking out their unexplored ruins. With our research, I've discovered that there are ancient settlements without the world. I would dearly love to visit them all. Lots of travel. One must travel to skirmish or two with some monsters not enjoyable. You can fight after my last 48 scars. Prove it. To be on the hand, I killed your seasoned traveler from a mile off. Don't deny it. There are 8 ruins out in the world, and I need you to find them in my stead. If you return a nuzzle of thought, I promise that you that there is a reward so you succeed. Lucent beam. Torpedo oil. And it's the 8 ruins in the world, and all they do is give me a lucid beam. And that's almost not fucking worth it. Complete chapter 2 and 3. I wonder.
Babu, ba-doo-doo, da baba-doo-bum. Da-doo-goo-da.
Oh, Gilda appeared, but not the pier on the ground. The pier up high. When they talked.
If only I didn't have this stupid power. If only... If only someone else had been chosen as the Soul Guard. Hina, I'm so sorry.
There you are, Val. Hard to find a prettier view than the ocean. Calming, too. Feels like your heart naturally matches the rhythm of the waves. I'd find Morley out here when I first took him in. He wasn't used to city life, but he liked the sea.
He did, huh?
Back then, Morley felt responsible for the fall of Etern. So much guilt for such a small boy. You probably see what I'm trying to get at here. When it got really bad, I would give Morley things to do. Odd jobs, errands, you name it. Whether it was helping with some of the younger children or traveling with me to distant markets, I put him to work. Even introduced him to Milpa. Anything to give him a sense of community. I wanted Morley to learn more about himself and find a path of his own. It won't be easy, but you can't let this terrible accident close off your emotions. Sure, you could try to forget all about Hina, your powers, and the part you played in this tragedy, but it would solve nothing. You need to find the courage to face what happened, to face what's in your own heart.
My heart?
That's why fighting prowess is only a small part of what you need to become a Soul Guard. What matters most is your heart. And the will to carry on, for the sake of a bright future.
Although, it's not my place to force Mew into a mission Mew can't stomach anymore. I suppose if Mew're out of commission, then the Alms will just have to find their own way. By themselves, all on their lonesome. Of course, the road to the Mana Tree is full of monsters and inhospitable terrain, so a Soul Guard would be useful. But Morley and the others can hold their own against all those ferocious enemies. Probably.
Probably? What are you talking about?
Karina?
This pilgrimage is doomed from the start without our Soul Guard. So Hina's core stone was stolen. So what? We're just gonna have to steal it back. Without you and Hina's help, I never would have gotten this far in the first place. I won't abandon you both now.
Don't forget, you're not just our Soul Guard, Val. You're our friend and companion. This isn't a journey you have to complete alone. We're in this together.
Precisely. I would wish for none other than you to bid us a fond farewell at the end of our arduous adventure. Please, find it within yourself to continue this campaign with the rest of us.
Thank you. All of you. I shouldn't be asking any favors. But Orin has Hina's core stone, and I want to get it back. Will you help me? Before we set out, Hina and I decided that if Orin's plan was a bust, we'd like to see this pilgrimage through to the end. It may only be a small piece of her, but I want to bring Hina's core stone to the Mana Tree in her stead.
An entity's core stone is its elementary essence. If we convey Hina's to the Mana Tree, we may stave off greater tragedy.
You're forgetting that we have no idea where Orin's gone. He could be anywhere in the world by now.
Elusia
He
Island.
said something about an Elusia Isle, I think.
Didn't you say Elusia Isle? Perhaps luck is on your side today. Elusia is the self-same island where the Mana Tree grows. You're already on your way.
As I recall, first we must scale the Dead Cliffs. I have visited the Vigilant Beast Watch who guard the bluff. It was terrifyingly tall.
Climb the cliffs? Don't be silly. You can use the Jack Seed, just like all the other alms. This special seed can swiftly grow a huge vine, big enough to scale the cliff. It saved the convoys a lot of time and effort on previous pilgrimages.
Then what are we standing around here for? Let's go find that lowlife Orin and get Hina's core stone back.
The sooner we recover her core stone, the sooner we can continue our campaign to the Mana Tree and prevent any potential disasters.
What about the alms of light and darkness?
None have been named yet, but when they are, I'll send word that they are awaited here in the capital. You can come back and fetch them.
Once we're done in Elusia, we'll make sure to come back. It's not that far. As long as I've got Hina's core stone, I can fulfill my duty as the Soul Guard and safely escort all the alms to the Mana Tree. Looks like we're headed to Elusia Isle. Hina, I'll try my best.
I'm certain that Hina wasn't the only alm sent on this pilgrimage with misgivings in their heart. The burden is heavy, to be sure. Now it's up to Val and the others to shoulder that burden and carry on. If only there was something else to ease their load.
Wait!
What is it, Father?
My 9 lives flashed before my eyes. I almost sent you all on your way without a proper introduction to my Emporium.
Perfect,
Your trip
about
will
fucking
only
time.
get tougher from here on out. Make sure you're good and ready before you leave.
Item exchange parlor. Yeah, a lot of items lying around collecting dust in your inventory. Okay. You can exchange ability seeds at item shops and other remote establishments. Using core stones, monster drop. You can exchange for ability seed.
Might as well make the best of this.
Welcome.
Oh my god, there's so many items. Summon Howler. Summon Rabbi, summon Copper Knight, defenses. So, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna take a Howler. And a Rabbi.
What can I get for you?
Okay. And this is only for... Okay. But I don't really want to do that. I do want to grab these. They're the only things these are used for, I can tell that. Needle beak for cyclone. A poison bubble, silver dart. You know, screw it, we're gonna go a second howler and a second rabbite.
What can I get for you? Are these wares? Thank you. Are these wares? Thank you. Are these wares? Thank you. Please come again.
There we go.
Perfect.
2 objectives in battle. First, retrieval of our ally. Second, traveling to the dream mountain. Both crucial. Okay, now time to change out skills. Let's go ahead. I really can't do anything magic-wise for a Val, but tagging out that for some oh so wonderful skills, possibly? If I'm going to turn him into a tank, I want him to be a tank. So life and stamina on him. You. I don't care about the stamina on you. What I care about is that blade and scepter. That'll be good for you. Especially when we get to later levels. You. Silver dart, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you poison bubble. Healing light. I'm gonna need a healer now. Duration status effects down, because I want my healer to be, well, a healer. I don't want them wasting time. Healing light and weaken. Poison, silver dart, wide. Eventually we'll get another spell for you.
Elusia Isle is still a long way off. I should take stock of my item and gear situation. I can't fail in my soul guard duty. Not
Okay. So we're gonna start by talking to them. Damn, nothing.
Welcome.
Can I grab by anything here?
Please peruse what come again soon.
I don't think I can actually get anything here, because I think I got everything already.
Welcome. What will it be?
Other than the mithril knuckle, which I can't buy.
Thank you for coming.
Why give me the option to get those if I can't actually become those?
Time to get on the road again.
Okay, everyone. I guess the Dead Cliffs are our first stop.
Correct. From Illistana, we must go by way of Arvet's pasture. We should see the cliffs once we cross Dura Gorge. The Beast Watch keeps an eye on the area around the cliffs. Without their protection, the one route to the Mana Tree could be overrun.
The Watch is all beast folk like you, right, Morley?
In the same way that the Soul Guard always hails from Tiania, The greatest warriors of Aetern are chosen for the Beast Watch ranks.
The whole world has their parts to play in the rejuvenation of mana. Now it's time for us to play ours.
Well then, lead the way, Mr. Soul Guard.
Okay. And then they just stand there. Forward! Hopefully not in hell, but you know.
Arvid's pasture supplies food to the whole world. Its vast, lush fields are abundantly fertile. Though peaceful now, in the past people fought over this very land.
Arvid's war, right? I remember Hina reading historical accounts, and...
Hina was quite the ravenous reader, was she not?
Just fields and farms as far as the eye can see, huh?
A familiar sight. It reminds me of Milpa's ranch.
Imagine having to plow this whole pasture.
The caretakers here rely on the capital and the blessings of the spirits to cultivate their crops.
Let's plan our next move.
Okay, we're gonna save.
I'm on it.
I'll carry on from here.
Sorry, I want the Scythe Wielder because I actually need the spell casting. Elemental weaknesses are gonna be pretty much the key point for a little bit until.
Got some syrup.
Especially once I find out where the level 50 stuff is here. Once I find the level 50 area.
Everyone, proceed.
Hit next. This is how it's done.
My face.
This should be the last.
Ramco eats punks like you for breakfast.
Yes.
Orin turned out to be the king of jerks. I had wanted to thank him for his help in Rada, but after Hina, well, he'd better hope we never cross paths again, or his face will have an Your dad seems like a nice person, Morley.
Thank you. I agree. I'm glad I could introduce you.
That was such a quick change.
This is kind of exciting. A rare item.
Resist Moogle.
Got some syrup. This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
Okay. And then more elemental power.
Please work. I'm brimming with power.
With more elemental power, that means I get more elemental points, and more elemental points means more skills, and more skills is always a good thing.
You're mine! Let me see. Is this?
Oh, I kind of wish I could... How do I... Swimming is fine. It's just that whole climbing bit.
Taking this?
No, screw it. We're just gonna go move the meridian.
To travel.
If I need to jump back down later, I will jump back down later. For now, though, I need to just keep moving forward. I want to find level 50 areas.
You're mine! Come at me! Take this!
Get away! May this momentum motivate us.
Taking this? my duty as the Soul Guard. This is You're mine! Okay.
Oh, is that all?
So when exactly did that Arvid's pasture war happen?
Historical volumes have been somewhat vague, but it was before the establishment of Illistana.
Hard to imagine fighting over such a bountiful meadow. Greed is a scary thing. Come at me!
You say that after having had someone try to torture their own people just for a little bit of power.
They were nothing but hot air. Taking this? Power of mana! I'm brimming with power! Take this!
You are made. Do not drop your defenses until the very end.
Okay.
They were gone. They went fucking flying.
This is kind of exciting. Nice.
Was Orin an acquaintance of yours? An ally of old, perhaps?
Behold my power!
Do not drop your defenses until the very end. We triumphed together.
Grizzly! Help us out! The flow of time isn't stable here.
Okay, new weapon for Palamena. I'd love to be able to get more weapons for everyone. Oh my god, this place is
Brimming with
massive.
power.
And having me worried about heals. I think that actually make going after Zilla 51 areas a little bit more difficult.
This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
Because
yes.
now I'm not going to be able to get any of those free heals that I was getting.
Step aside. Spirit outside. Last one. Easy. Get away.
They were not our equal.
More silk tails.
Everyone,
You're mine. This should be the last of them. I guess this means I've improved.
Not really, considering that we can't even get decent enough experience from all this. The reason I'm doing any of the fucking killing right now is just for items more than anything.
Kind of exciting. Nice.
The off chance I get more of those core stones, which are fairly important.
Taking this. Let's rest up.
Okay. The thing is, though, I'm gonna call that for today. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. It seems like there's more people that are actually having issues with the Convergence mod with seamless co-op, and they're now talking about that a lot on their Discord. So who knows? I'll figure that out later. For now, though, I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I'll figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. Well, later. Probably tomorrow anyways. And as always, I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.